Hello everyone and welcome to Sanctum TV. Today we're going to be reviewing Kingdom Hearts. However, this is not my review, it's yours. So this week on Google Plus I've been doing polls asking people different questions about the Kingdom Hearts series. So I haven't asked all the questions imaginable, so there may be a part 2 to this, I'm not sure, depends on how much you guys like it. It was a really fun video to make, finding out everyone's opinions, and it was really good to see who liked what and how many people voted. Was a good indicator of how passionately they felt about different topics. So I'll show you my Google Plus page. This is it, and I'll put the link in the description below, so in future polls you can check it out. If people prefer it to be on straw poll, I can do that. Google Plus was an easy, accessible way of doing the votes, and it was able to get a lot more feedback from the audience. So a lot of people voted and it was really interesting. I'll start from the beginning and then I'll show you the different questions I asked and how people answered. So one of the first things I asked was who is your favourite character out of Aqua, Terra and Ventus? It said 103 voters, which was really good to see. It was nice to see that so many people were involved, and then the winner of this one was Ventus. Personally I would have chosen Aqua, so I'll put that in now. I think Aqua is a really good character. I really like how she differs from the rest of people in the series. She's got a very unique character to her, and was actually made to Keyblade Master and understood what that meant, which I think was better than Sora, Riku, Ventus and Terra, who didn't really understand the responsibilities. I think that gave her character a bit more of a flair. I then asked who's your favourite character out of Sora, Riku and Kairi. This got 234 votes. This was like a very passionate topic for people, and I was not expecting Sora to win. Personally, Riku's my favourite character out of the three. He's quite mysterious, and I wasn't really expecting him to be such an in-depth character at the beginning, but I'm glad that he's had this complex storyline throughout, whereas Sora is the person you play with, so not many people often like the person they play as, but clearly Sora is a well-liked character. Then I asked again Axel, Xion or Roxas, who was the favourite there. It's got 92 votes, a lot less than the others, but the winner was clear of it being Roxas. Again, Axel is my favourite. I seem to disagree with the public quite a lot, but I really like Axel. I think he's quite a comedic character. Someone else put that in a different comment, that they like Axel the most because he was funny and interesting. But Roxas, I can definitely see why he was picked. Again, quite an easy character to relate to, like Sora was. So I then asked about which was better, Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts 1. And this got 46 votes, so not very many. However, it led to one of the biggest discussions I've had so far on the channel. So as you can see, it was quite a long debate, and it started off with a simple statement: Kingdom Hearts 1 has better story. And I said I suppose that I like how Kingdom Hearts. I suppose people liked how Kingdom Hearts 2 progressed from the first one, and he said no. Kingdom Hearts 2 has a better gameplay than Kingdom Hearts 1, and I like to think that's why people like it. And then he said that gameplay comes first, then the music, and then the story. I said I'm not sure about this because I think story is very important, and he said, and then I said especially with games like Kingdom Hearts. And then he said without good gameplay or music, there is no reason to keep on going. So I disagree with this quite a lot, because I think that a story compels you to keep on playing because you want to see what happens next. That's why TV is so popular, because you don't play TV, you watch it, but you watch it to see what happens next. And TV has such a great storylines, which is why this one particular game, Kingdom Hearts, is so great, because of how complex the storyline is. So I said that I agree with some of his statements, and it was quite a polite argument. And he said that I said that Kingdom Hearts story is complex, and I think it's better than decent mechanics and catchy tunes. Then he went on to say that Kingdom Hearts story is not complex, it's stupid. And I think in some ways this is very true. There's some parts of the Kingdom Hearts story which just don't make sense, but I think that's what makes it such a good game, because you're constantly trying to figure out how it's so how it all fits together and how it makes sense. So I said that I found his points very interesting, and he said maybe stupid wasn't the best word to describe the Kingdom Hearts plot so far, but it could be worse. And then he said that he wished there was more Final Fantasy in Kingdom Hearts. And I agree with this. I think there should be more Final Fantasy in it, maybe even a Final Fantasy world, but I know that this would ruin the pattern of having the Disney worlds. But I think it was quite interesting to hear his points of views, and I want to tell you guys about it and see if you agree. If you don't, put it in the comments below. If you do agree with him, also put it in the comments below. So then I went on to say about Keyblades. So this got 174 votes between which is the best Keyblade, Riku's or Kairi's. So Riku's won this with 79% compared to Kairi, who only got 21%. So I was not surprised by this. I thought Riku's Keyblade was the better one, and he said, and one person said, I like Riku's Keyblade because not only of the design but because of the meaning behind it. And I think it's very true. I think it's a very good Keyblade for Riku to have. I also asked about the best Keyblade with Aqua, Ventus and Terra, and that got 143 votes, another one which people seem to like. And I thought the winner was quite clear with Aqua, and I also agree. I think Aqua had the best Keyblade, and it was good to see what other people liked. And I do think that a lot of people like Ventus' Keyblade because of how he is wielded, but I think the overall look, the best one is Aqua's. So I also asked which is the best world, which world do people like the most. It's got 210 votes, another big one, and people most liked Halloween Town, which I didn't find surprising since it's Halloween today, and also because the costumes that you get in the world. A lot of people love those costumes so much. But it was out of Olympus Coliseum, the Land of Dragons, Neverland, Halloween Town and Pride Lands. And I would have gone between Pride Lands or Halloween Town. I think they're both brilliant worlds. Especially because of how Sora transforms in both of them, makes the whole world seem a lot cooler. My final poll was on which is your favourite team between Sora, Kairi, Riku, Terra, Ventus, Aqua, Axel, Roxas, Xion. And the winner of this was Sora, Kairi, Riku. I was expecting Terra, Ventus and Aqua to be higher up. That's who I would have gone for. And Axel, Roxas, Xion, I was not expecting to go so high. I understand why people liked Axel and Roxas, but there's many people who just don't like Xion. One person commented just here, as you can see, that they do not like Xion. So that was another interesting vote. Many people voted for that one as well, 164 votes. It was really interesting to see everyone's opinions. I read through and answered nearly all of the comments because they were all really interesting, getting to see what people liked and what people didn't like. And so I would like to do more of these in future, so I'm going to put up more polls in future weeks, maybe do a part 2 of this one or on a completely different topic, so watch out for that. I'll leave the link, as I said, in the description below. So check it out, and thank you for tuning in today, and hopefully you'll tune in again soon.